Yo, what is up, everybody? It is Bro Gets Rich, and today I'm going to show you how I generated this $771.26 in the month of July from my passive income portfolio in Robinhood that has a value of just over $25,000. If you like passive income, if you like people sharing their financial journey, then make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, Bro Gets Rich, where I invest in real estate, crypto, and stocks. So real quick, as you can see here, the market did take a little dip recently, so I am down $1,400, over 5% in this portfolio for the past week. I am recording this outside. I live in a city. Ignore the background noise. It's too nice out. Got to be outside. So we'll get back to this in a minute. We'll talk about a couple more things, but I'm going to show you my income spreadsheet real quick. All right, so here we have it. This is for 2024, and you can see here in the month of July, I made $771.26. Where did it all come from? So I received a dividend payment from SCHD for $47, one from JEPI for $7.32. I made $30.89 in Robinhood Gold interest payments on cash. SPY, which is a new position that I've been averaging into in this portfolio, I got my first dividend payment of 98 cents, but the real difference maker in this portfolio is I made $684.97 in premiums from selling options contracts on IWM. Oh, didn't even write that in here. Let's type in IWM. And this is a recent development for me if you've been following my channel. So most of my net worth is tied up in U.S. real estate. I am also a long-term holder of things like Bitcoin. Don't plan on selling any of that for at least 5 to 10 years. Or if I do, I plan on holding like 90% of it. So also hold things like QQQ, Tesla, and other accounts. But the main thought experiment from this is I'm holding my real estate probably forever unless I sell it and upgrade into a different house. Don't have any plans on selling my rental, but I need cash flow now. So this is kind of my thought experiment. I've been watching IWM for a while, and I am just recently employed the wheel strategy in selling options contracts for passive income. And to do that, you can see I just started writing the balance down of this portfolio every month, and I injected some capital into this. So you can see in June, before I started selling these contracts in July, I put almost $20,000 of cash to start employing this option strategy in this account. What exactly does my options income look like? Well, let's see. So this is my options writing history for the month of July. You can see I opened my first position on IWM on July 12th. Basically, the strategy is I'm selling cash secured puts until I get assigned, then I sell covered calls. So CSP is cash secured put, CC is covered call. So sold cash secured put, cash secured put, cash secured put, covered call, and so on. Now, honestly, it was not the best time for me to start doing this because the market got really volatile. If you looked at the current price of IWM, right, started selling it at 214, it went all the way up to over 225, and now when I am currently writing this video, it's at 204, but that's just because the market has been really volatile. Obviously, selling a stock like IWM, I want it to trade in a tighter range, so I kind of got shit on in terms of like the fluctuations of the price and when I started this strategy, but I'm not a bitch. I'm going to keep trucking. I'm going to keep making these premiums. If anything, it's just a better learning curve, to be honest. Get the fear out, because like my biggest fear when selling these contracts was like volatility, but we kind of dealt with that in the beginning. So let's look at the IWM chart. Today we're at 204.22, and I actually have a cash secured put expiring today with a strike of 204, so I might get assigned on that. All good. But yeah, if we look at the chart, right, like it usually, like when I was watching it to start the strategy, like we were trading kind of in this range. Obviously we have this big run up, and now we crash back down. Like I said, all good. I am not worried about it. So in all honesty, what I've learned from selling the covered or the wheel strategy so far, like I probably just broke even in this first month in terms of just like missing some upside and losing some on the downside in the trades because of the recent volatility. But like I said, I'm not worried about it. If we look at my account, when I took this screenshot, I had $520 of buying power. Like I haven't reinvested. Actually, I bought a little SPY with some of the premiums, but I haven't reinvested it yet. I'm trying to get a cash cushion. So like when I checked my Robinhood this morning, like my buying power is almost at $1,000. And I want to get that up to like $1,500 or $2,000 of just buying power sitting there, just so I can kind of eat any volatility and not have to deposit more cash or sell like any stocks to cover writing more contracts. But we're almost there. And then once I get that buying power to, $1,500, $2,000. I will probably start reinvesting all premiums straight into SPY and SCHD. SCHD, long-term hold, dividend growth stock, and then SPY, just all-around great investment. And also, my goal is one day to hopefully start selling the wheel on SPY as well, but we're a ways out from that. And another big thing I have noticed, if we go back to my income spreadsheet, you can see so when I started Robinhood Gold in January, right, and I grew my cash position, even though it was growing all the way up until June, what happened when I injected that $20,000 or whatever it was, my interest payments went up to $30.89 from $6.54, because I believe, like, if I get assigned on my covered call, then I have to sell the stock and I go back to cash. So I start earning interest on that cash. And I think when I write cash secured puts, right, I'm basically crediting, like if I wrote a cash secured put the other day for $20,400. Well, that cash is basically going as a credit, getting swept into what I'm assuming is some sort of an escrow account. And I think I still earn interest on that cash while it is being held in limbo to see if I get assigned or not. So my goal in this account, right, because I've held some real estate for quite some time, haven't touched any of the equity. When interest rates go down, I'll probably refinance my first property. I might be able to pull a bunch of cash out. I don't really want to buy more real estate right now. Depending on what Bitcoin is doing at the time, I might buy a little bit more Bitcoin, but really, like, what I really want to do is sell more contracts of IWM. So this is a thought experiment. I understand if you're watching this video, like, selling premiums has a higher tax implication than just traditionally investing in dividend stocks. I get that, but I want the cash flow. I really am interested in building this portfolio up to selling 3 to 5 contracts on IWM pretty much at all times. So I'm basically using the rest of this year to learn the strategy, just selling one contract, and then also getting with my accountant for the 2024 tax year and kind of seeing what the tax implications of the strategy truly look like. But based off of my measurements, right? So for the month of August, like, I'm on track so far to probably break making $1,000, more than $1,000 of premium. So if I can feel confident in this strategy, if the market can level out a little bit, I'm still going to keep investing new capital into SCHD, into SPY. But realistically speaking, if I can take some altcoin profits, if I can refinance some real estate, like, it's not out of the question for me in the next year to be trading, 2, 3, 4 contracts of IWM. And if it goes well, if I monitor my data correctly, and if I'm confident in the strategy, realistically, I could be making, $2 to $4 grand every month in premium. So I don't know about you, that sounds pretty good to me. Like I said, I understand it's not the most tax efficient investment strategy, but I'm here for a good time. I'm not here for a long time. I want cash flow now. I want to pay, I want to be able to pay. I want to buy a new house. I want to sell the one I'm living in. I want to be able to cover my mortgage if necessary with premium. Anyway, that is all I've got today. I've been making a little bit of moves in a different portfolio. I will share those with you in the next video. But if you like passive income, if you like people being brutally honest about their finance and what they're doing and going through, make sure to subscribe. Hit me up in the comments if you have any questions. I am Bro Gets Rich. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.